Hey guys, it's Cindy over paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I am excited. We are on day 32 of our 100-day mass makes with Tina. I have gotten back from my vacation. I've been struggling a little since I got back. As I said in yesterday's disaster of a video, I caught up to myself. We are making belly bands with flip outs or flip ups or flip wherever you want them to. So I'm going to get some that I already have cut, kind of, and we're going to start with those, and then we'll see where we go from there, I think. I think we'll start with this one, just because I want to. Ooh, I'm burying my cutter. Hold on a second. I need that. Okay, so the idea behind these, and hopefully we'll be able to get around to decorating a few, but I can't make any promises. Like I said, I'm kind of re-establishing so we'll see how it goes. But the idea behind these is you make your belly band, and I'm going to make this one 9 inches tall. So it's got to get cut off. Mostly because I don't make anything with pages bigger than 9 inches. Actually, I don't make anything with pages bigger than about 8 3/4 of an inch. So let's cut it that. And then we've got this little piece to use for something else. Now, this is going to be the base of my belly band. For this piece, what I want to do is I want to take a little bit off of the edge. So we don't want it to be the same width, or at least I don't. And what did I say I made this? 8 1/2? No, 8 3/4. Yeah. Okay, so I can make this 8 1/2. Let's see where I want to take. What will that take off? Where is that going to cut? What if I cut like this? It doesn't really matter, but we're going to take our 8 1/2 off up here, and we have that. And then what basically all you're doing with these, now this is like I don't want to say it's a heavyweight cardstock because it's not. She had indicated that master boards would be perfect for this because they're already good sturdy backgrounds. This is just double-sided scrapbook paper. It's a heavier weight paper, but I think it will work for something like this. And basically all you're going to do for this one, I'm going to make it a flip up. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to fold a little bit of this down. So you can probably see where this is going. All right. Make sure I have it. Not that it really matters because that's going to be on the back. And then I'm going to put some glue on here. And well, okay, so we're going to put glue on here. I guess these are going to be, you can't really do this, at least I don't think you would be able to do this with a narrow belly band. So if you're going to do this, you have to be okay with wide belly bands, because these come out pretty wide. And so I kind of feel like if you don't like a wide belly band, you're not going to like this. Okay, and there's our belly band. And then this flips. I did this one with a flip up. Okay, now this one happens to have this faux stitching on it. So you could write on this. You could write across it, but you could also turn it sideways and write on it. I also feel like I glued that down to the wrong side. I was going to glue it to the green side. I was going to glue it the other way. See, guys? I mean, it doesn't look bad on the gray, but that's not what I wanted to do. One of the things that she did, and we're going to do this because I have this piece that is exactly the same width, is she stuck a little belly band on her big belly band. So we're going to put glue down either side of this. You know what, I think I'll clip it. Where's my Uh-oh, here we go again, guys. See, I'm back, and as you can see already, it has begun. The losing of things in my craft room. So we're going to put a belly band on this one, on the inside, and we'll decorate it a little bit. I mentioned all the crazy in yesterday's video with I've caught up to myself, and these videos are going to be coming out. I'm determined to keep them coming daily for 100 days. They just might not all come out in the morning like they have been doing because I've been able to schedule ahead. I am literally filming the night before for the same, Okay, so what I was going to do was try and decorate that pocket, though. So let's open this back up, and we're going to try and do a little bit of decorating on here. I might, if I do these, I might decorate as I go. Just because I think it'll be easier. That looks pretty on there, doesn't it? I like that. Okay, let's see if I've got a label or something that I can put with it. I don't want a big label. It's not a big spot. So maybe something like this. So how's everybody been? How was your last week? I missed my craft room. Is that weird to say? I feel like that's... I did. I missed my craft room. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to put this down first. Oh, am I sure that's the one I want? Look at that guy. He's kind of fun. What if I put him on here? He goes with the background. I don't like him with the roses, though. I just auditioned the one and then kind of gave up. How about this? What's this? That's too long. I don't want one of those long ones. Wait. Ooh. How about that? Okay, let's do that. I like that better. Okay. So, I know. We're going to spend all this time on the very first one, not get any more done. The other thing I wanted to try doing was... This has got sticky on it, so I'm leery about sticking it on here and then... But it fits, and I thought it might be fun to stick it like this. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to get out my vintage photo just to ink up some of these pieces so they stand away from one another. I feel like the label and this little frame guy kind of blend together. All right, so we're going to get this one for the most part done. Now the front could probably use some decorating, but I feel like it needs something big. This kind of got decorated de facto because I put this pocket on here, or this belly band on here, and it kind of gave you a little place to decorate, if that makes sense. I'll put it off to one side just ever so slightly. Okay, so we have that on there. And then I'm thinking... Okay, and we'll put this on here. So yeah, I think it got mentioned in one of the videos since I've been back that we were in Charleston, South Carolina. And We had a lot of fun, my daughter and I. We did some We did some exploring. We did some historical sites and we did some shopping. So yeah, it was fun. I didn't know, there were some things I didn't know, like for example, Fort Sumter. I don't know if any of you ever heard of it. Some of you who are history buffs or like doing like Civil War reenactment type stuff might know. Fort Sumter was the start of the American Civil War, and we got to visit it, which was really exciting because I had never been there. Okay, so really cute, and kind of continues the roses from the front, or the flowers from the front. I guess those aren't really roses. Okay, and then I would want something bigger for the front, and I don't know that it would be flowers because the background is flowers, so I would have to think on that. I'm going to clip here and here, and we will ink the front flap. So yeah, we visited Fort Sumter. You have to take a ferry ride out to it. So basically what we did was our first day there, so we got in to South Carolina really late Monday night. We left on Sunday. We stayed over in Petersburg, Virginia, and we got into Charleston. Give me a second. We got into Charleston around, it's gonna be something like this. We'll go good on here, butterflies. Anyway, so we got into Charleston around at night, late on Monday. So we didn't really do anything that night. But, okay, this is the next one I want to do. We're going to do, this one is coffee dyed on the back. So this one is going to be, and this is why I say you need kind of a wide belly band, because if you make these belly bands too thin, the flap that you're going to put on them, it isn't really going to serve a purpose, I guess. So, all right, so we're going to put that on there. So let's go ahead and glue that on. Oh, no, you know what I have to do? I have to cut this down. This cannot be, this has to be 8 3/4. We can't have it too big. I do like putting the extra, oh, please tell me I did that right. I did, okay. Remember guys, I was telling you I sometimes don't do those right. I'm going to go ahead and make it the full size. This is using up some scraps that I have, and of course you don't have to use up scraps. You can always do this with full-size scrapbook paper, which I do have some pieces here that we might cut up for that. So let's just see how far we get. But anyway, so we did, so we got in that night, and we, I say late, it wasn't late. We got to go to dinner at the hotel, and then the next morning we got up, and she and I decided to go into Charleston. We looked around a little bit, kind of explored, found a place to park, which wasn't easy because I don't do anything money on my phone. Least secure device you own. I do not put credit cards or Apple Pay or Samsung Pay. I do not put money on my phone. So, and everybody's different. So I know there are tons of people who don't have a problem with it, which is fine. But I don't do it. So it was really weird because as I'm driving around Charleston, I realized a lot of the parking lots are like, you scan a QR code and then you text payment. And I had to find a parking lot that wasn't the only way they let you pay, that there was some sort of a credit card payment to leave the lot. So I finally found one, and that was the same one we went to every time we went into Charleston. I needed a place to park, and then we just walked everywhere. So the first day we were there, we went to the aquarium, which my daughter really liked. They had a scavenger hunt there. They had these little stuffed manta rays, stingrays, whatever you want to call them, that they put little Santa hats on, and they numbered them, and you had to find, there were 12 of them, and I think she found 10. She was really upset. She didn't find them all. So yeah, we did that. And I wonder, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not, but we're going to try. Not those. I was wondering if I could find like size difference. Ooh, kind of like that one. Although that doesn't go with the stuff underneath really. Uh-oh, here we go, guys. I'm in my butterfly bin. Don't you love it when I open my butterfly bin? You guys are like, oh Lord, here she goes again. See, these pink ones would go really good with the stuff in the inside. Maybe I'll just do... Is that cute? I like that. I actually think that's kind of cute. Well, look at it this way. At least it's not taking me forever. I mean, normally decorating takes me forever. Okay, so, anyway. So the first day we went to the aquarium, and she got disappointed by our scavenger hunt, but we saw lots of cool things. We took lots of neat pictures. And they had this really neat, they have 2 otters, river otters, sea otters, in residence at the aquarium in South Carolina, which apparently opened in the year 2000. So it's not an older aquarium, it's a newer aquarium. But they have 2 otters in residence. And these 2 otters, what they'll do is they'll take like plexiglass and put it in the middle. Some sort of plexiglass or some surface, and they'll put it in the middle, and then they take they take canvas, like, you know, those canvas wrapped pieces of chipboard or whatever they are, the flat canvases. They're not wrapped around frames like wood frames. They're just canvas on chipboard or whatever, the real thick ones. I don't know what you call them, maybe just canvas board. So they did canvas board on either side of the plexiglass, and then they put paint down, like squashes of paint, different colors, all over the plexiglass. And then they let the otters loose in there. And the otters walk through the paint and then walk all over the canvases, and they make paintings. So you can get paintings done by Charlie and Bo, which are the names of the otters. And they even put a certificate of authenticity on the back of the paintings to let you know who the artists were, Charlie and Bo, and that they were done at the South Carolina Aquarium, and, you know, all that. And I just thought it was really cute. So, yeah. And then what else did we see? Well, when we got done at the aquarium, much to my daughter's chagrin, because she didn't really want to do anything else, she wanted to go back to the room. And we were just in time to catch the last ferry boat out. And it was right next door to the aquarium was where the ferry boats left to go to Fort Sumter. And where the aquarium was a really long walk from where I found the parking garage I was willing to use. And so I was like, well, let's just do it while we're here. And she was like, I don't want to go on the boat. Can't we do it tomorrow? And I was like, nope, we're doing it today. So we rode the ferry boat, and the ferry, of course, goes really slow. So it takes about 25 to 30 minutes to get from where it docks out to Fort Sumter at the head of the harbor. But it was really neat, the history and everything, and learning about that. So yeah, I really enjoyed the trip. So that day was pretty full. And we did shop. We did go to the gift shops at the aquarium and at Fort Sumter. So she got to buy. She collects pins. You know, like the ones with the little thing on the back that you squeeze, stick to stuff. I don't know, lapel pins, or I don't know if they have a name, but that's what she collects those. So she got pins from like everywhere we went. And yeah, it was a fun day. And the weather was nice because we went from it being in the 30s when we left to being in the 60s when we got down there. So that was nice. All right, so there's another one. And this one's got a flap that goes out. And this is coffee dyed. So I might just leave that and let it be writing surface. And you could even, it would be fun since it's all pink. I like this decorating as I go. Look, I'm actually getting ideas to do it too. Wait, that's not it, is it? Oh, maybe. Is it? Yeah, I think that's it. And you could just, just take this and go around here and give it a little bit of pink. Just around the edges. Anyway, so yeah, that was our first day. Was we saw some historical sites and we got to go to the aquarium. So she got, now since this is during the school year and she homeschools, this can go down as an educational trip because she went to, we actually visited 2 historical sites and we went to the aquarium. So history and science, we did history and science. And she took a book with her that she's reading for school and I made her read while we were gone. So she didn't like that, but she still did it. I mean, so yeah, so it was a lot of, that first day was a lot of fun. We weren't down there for, we were only down there for 3 full days. So like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got in Monday night. We spent Tuesday at the aquarium and Fort Sumter. And I really liked being on the water again. I miss having access to the beach and all that. So it was kind of nice to be on the ferry boat out on the water. Okay, so we've got 2 done. Well, this one's mostly done. So we got those 2. Now, I had this scrap. This is more a wider band. So let's cut this one down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece out of a piece of scrapbook paper. I'm going to cut it to 8 3/4. I'm making more scraps, guys. I feel like you never get away from them. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of this. Now, this is going to be my belly band. I don't know that I'll decorate this with anything but maybe like a little corner embellishment because I think you could write on that. Or maybe I'll put a belly band on it. We'll have to see. Let's take, actually, you know what? We'll just take, oh, why am I doing that? I don't want the advertising strip. Okay, so we're going to cut this to 8 1/2-ish. I'm going to cut it to 8 1/2, and then if I want to strip smaller than that, oh, and I can cut this off, and I can use this. Let's see how wide this is compared to this. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so, and maybe what we'll do with this one is we'll make it a flip up. So what I'm going to do, okay, let me think about this. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this down like this. And we are going to cover the back of this, actually. Let's find some paper to cover it with. This might be perfect because I'm going to have to cut this off. So let me cut it and see. I want it to be 8 1/2. We did 8 3/4, right? So we're going to cut this to 8 1/2. Maybe we'll cut it a little less. We're going to go right between this set of circles. Okay, so we got that. Okay, and then this will fit, won't it? Yay! Okay, perfect. So we're gonna cover this, and we'll have a little bit of writing space. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Since we're covering big surfaces, I'm gonna use my other piece. Okay, we're moving right along. We got 2 decorated. Look, we did decorating while we went. So I won't feel so bad if we just make some now to have. Because I usually like to have generic ones. And these ones that I want to make now are pretty generic. So we're going to go ahead and just buckle in and see if we can actually do the mask making part. We did the decorating up front this time. So we're going to see if we can just do the mask make part now. So that was what we did our first day. We had a lot of fun. It was very tiring. We got back to our room. We ate at the hotel we were in, had a really cool restaurant at the top, which was where we had eaten the night we came in. But we ate there again that night because after being in, my husband was down there for a class. That was the original reason for us going down there. So he was too tired to go out that first day. He just hadn't slept well. He'd been in class all day. He was exhausted. So we met him back upstairs at the hotel restaurant. It wasn't a bad place. It actually had decent food, and it was this big round room at the top that overlooked the harbor. So it was really pretty views, and it was nice. So we ate up there, and we had you could have breakfast up there in the mornings too. So my daughter's choice was always to stay in bed while I went and had breakfast, but so anyway, so she they had wings, they had all kind of stuff. So she had a burger, I think. That's the most interesting part of the story, but you know. So we ate there that night, and the next day, she and I got up and we decided that we were going to, let's see, what all did we do the next day? It was kind of overcast and rainy. So we decided to go down into town and do shopping that day. So back to the parking garage we went, and we shopped that day, and we found lots of unique Christmas gifts. It was kind of cool. We had a lot of fun doing that. And of course, my daughter is a hot sauce fanatic. And we found this place called the Pepper Palace, which she absolutely loves. And she got to try, they let you do samples. So she got to try like a ton of hot sauces and stuff. So that's what we kind of spent what do we think? I'm trying to decide. It would be kind of cool to have it tuck up into something. I'm just trying to decide if any of these strips I've got over here, I just could go ahead and use them. Oh, maybe that one. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay. Look at us go. Look at us go. Do I want to do it all the way at the top and have it tuck in like a pocket? Maybe. In which case what I might do is wrap it around so that it gets the whole pocket. Okay, so we're just going to add all kinds of crazy to the back of this thing. So anyway, we did shopping. They have a place in downtown Charleston called the Charleston City Market, and it's like 4 blocks of they're kind of like these open brick buildings. They're open on either end, and you walk from one to the other, almost like train cars. I don't know how to describe it. But we went to this city market, and we found all kinds of really cool gifts for people that were they were totally different than, you know, anything you would find normally. Like, just some unique gifts for, like, my one son. It's hard to buy for him because he's the one that I told you does the, like, because he has a job, he just buys when he wants something. Yeah, so he is really hard to buy for, but he loves trying, like, weird snacks and things. So we found these. It's almost like a game where basically what you do is you open this box, and they're themed by country. So you open this box and it's got 7 like snacks or whatever from the country on the front of the box. And it asks you questions and gives you rating criteria. And you're supposed to rate all the snacks in the box. I don't know what the rating criteria is. It didn't give you any examples, but it sounds to me like it's going to be fun, unique, different little questions, and not necessarily anything you'd think of. So, yeah, it was a unique gift, something I had never seen before, and I was like, I'm going to get this for him because I struggle buying stuff for him. So that's why we got him 2 countries. We didn't get him Italy because he doesn't like nuts, and Italy, some of the snacks had nuts. So I want to say we got Germany and the UK. Those were the only 3 countries they had. It was Italy, UK, and Germany. So we got him the Germany one, and there was only one Germany one left. So we got him the Germany one, and we got him the UK one because, like I said, the Italy one, he doesn't like nuts. He likes peanut butter and stuff like that, but he doesn't like actual nuts. Okay, so that goes in there like that, and we're going to clip these corners. I like the way this one turned out. And it just kind of tucks up in there so that when it's on your page, it's not, like, flopping open all the time. I feel like the ones that go down tend to flop open. Okay, and this is writing space, and this is writing space. And then this just tucks back up in there. I like it. Okay, so that's that one. All right, now what I was talking about with scrapbook paper, like, you could take a piece of this, for instance. Let's take this. We're going to cut with my cutter, like, four and a half inches, maybe. Nice wide one. Maybe 4 inches. Let's do 4 inches. Okay. To 3 1/4 inches. No. Actually, I want this to be about 4 inches also. We'll take off like a 16th, maybe. So like that. Okay. I think that'll work. Oh, you doofus. No, we're going to have to do, this is going to have to hang. My plan had been something different. Okay, now, the question is whether or not you want, I'm going to look at these and I'm going to say I actually like the stuff on this side better, so I'm going to keep that one off to the side, and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to trim it, maybe. Okay, and then what I was going to do was I was going to hang this, but now it's like, well, it'll work. Very narrow frame. I like that stamp, but I think it's going to have to get folded over. My idea was to make it go this way, but I made it too small. I made it too narrow. Okay, let's cut these off to the length we want them, and then we'll put this one together. It's going to be a fold down. I'm just going to have it hang down. If I can get all this out of my way. Okay, so we're going to make this 8 3/4. Got a pocket. We're going to make this 8.5, maybe 8 1/4. I have a little more. No, wrong way. This way, 8 1/4. I'll have a little more peeking out at the bottom. Nope, nope. I don't want to cut off any of the rows, so 8.5 it is. I still cut some of it off. Okay, so if you have scrapbook paper, I keep forgetting that that's not the way I should do that. Look, I still have tons of whatever showing on the bottom, which is fine. I just keep forgetting I need to fold this first and then measure it if I just want a little bit peeking out the bottom. So with double-sided scrapbook paper, these go together really easy, especially if you like the way, excuse me, especially if you like the way either side of your scrapbook paper coordinates. I've made all of mine either flip up or flip down. Oh no, I made one side. Okay. So we're going to do this one flip up, and then I want to do a couple more side ones maybe, and then I will call it a day. Anyway, so shopping. We found puzzle boxes, guys, that were really cool, and everybody got a. That was probably where I spent the most money. Everybody got a puzzle box. So, and yeah, they were. I mean, they were really nice, made out of wood and. So I got some of those, and everybody's going to get one. And my daughter's really excited about it because my 14-year-old was with me for all the present buying, which made it really hard to buy her presents. And I still have to go up and look and see what I have for her because I'm not really sure I'm done shopping for her because I don't know that I got the chance to shop for her. If I could put a little off that. Well, do I hate that? I'm trying to use up scraps on my desk. Ooh, what about this? No, I don't like that. I mean, I suppose I could just use what we cut off, right? Oh no. No, you're not allowed to do that. Now, of course, what I would probably do on the flap is I'm probably going to take a piece of paper and make it smaller than what's here and put it inside there as a frame. And then I'm thinking maybe another one of those belly band things on here. And it might just be this, like another wide belly band. I said I wasn't going to decorate anymore, didn't I? I lied. Apparently. Actually, this isn't part of the decorating. This is constructing. I'm going to call this construction. We won't decorate this belly band. Let me see where I am. Okay. So I'm going to grab one more piece of scrapbook paper. We're going to cut it up and we're going to do a side one. So I really want to do a side one. Okay. I like this idea of the belly band on the belly band. So you've got a little belly band there, and then you flip this closed, and it covers it up, and it's nice. And I like it. And this is being obnoxious. Okay, so we have that. Very brightly colored. Okay, so we're going to stick this over here. And I want to do... Maybe we'll do this one. Okay, so we're going to cut... I'm going to cut it 4 inches wide here. All right, and then we're going to cut it... I don't know if I want to put her on there, actually. Should I put it on the back? It's got interesting pattern to it, so I don't want to do that again. What is this? 7, 8. This is 8.5 inches tall. Okay. And then what I'm thinking is we'll cut this strip about 4 3/4 to give ourselves a flap. We'll do that. And then we'll make it like 6 inches high. And then we'll fold it. Three-quarters. I just want a 3/4 fold. Maybe a little over 3/4. I don't want it to be... I do want it to be straight. It's trying to not be straight. That's what it's doing. Okay. And then we'll put this on here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to clip this and glue this down, and then I think I'll let you guys go. So as you can see, I want to say Tina used a lot of digitals because, you know, she has a lot of amazing kits, and, you know, if I were her, I'd be using them too. I am pulling out scrapbook paper, and as you can see, this is a lot of fun to do with just about any paper you've got. Now, it's a belly band, so you are going to want at least this piece to be somewhat sturdy, because you're going to be sliding things in and out of it, right? So you want this piece back here to be pretty sturdy. Now, as far as the flap on top, you can use what do you call it? You can use journaling paper and stuff up here, because this isn't meant to like hold anything or anything. And when you flip it out, if you want to write on it, and as I said, I would probably add journaling space to this. So, or you could add a pocket and stick a little card or tag or something in there. But I think these turn out really cute, and I'm really excited about how this one turned out. I really like the way that looks. I would probably decorate up this side and stuff, as far as, because this is where the words got cut off. So if I was going to decorate it, this is where I would decorate. And then, yeah, so we got these belly bands made, guys. I didn't get quite as many made as Tina normally does, mostly because I stopped to decorate this one. We decorated that one, and we decorated this one, and we made a funny little pocket for the top of that one. And I have no idea where I stopped talking to you about my trip, but I will try to remember, and or in my editing, I will see where I stopped, and I'll try and get back to you with, when I come back to you with day 33, I'll try and finish telling you how my trip went, and I will see you guys tomorrow with whatever crafty thing that brings. Bye-bye.